Facebook. This is part 2 of our love dolls, dildos, vibrators, and things that are not human, morally right for sex and love and stuff like that. And I was talking about Dave Cat, and I want to repeat again, I have nothing against Dave Cat. I think Dave Cat is very intelligent. He seems like a very intelligent gentleman. I just think he's a very hurt gentleman. He probably dealt with some women that played him out or something. But as far as the love doll thing, I mean, look, like, it's not right. I'm sorry. Yes, it might feel right because our world today, there's no love. And we have these feelings. Our bodies tell us, okay, we want to have sex. Because sex is bringing a soul into the world. And there are so many souls that have to come to earth so they can learn their lessons. And then we have sex, and that's why we have these feelings. Now, some men, they don't... Let me explain some shit on a very deep level to men, because men just think, oh, my dick is hard, I need to fuck someone. No. Okay, it's deeper. Let me explain something. The way you are as a person, your intent, your energy, and all that stuff that you don't really think about on a deep level. When you're horny and stuff like that, that just means that whatever's in your balls swimming around wants to come out, and it needs a host. Okay? It's like a computer. It's like you have a disk, and the woman's a computer, and you need to upload some information. There are potential souls in your balls, and they want to find a host. And there's specific genetic codes that they're looking for. That's why you get attracted to certain women. And I understand that. But the thing is, the way our society is so corrupt, we over-sexualize. We focus too much on sex. We're supposed to build ourselves, or build our character and our intent and our energy and work on being a good person before we have kids. Do you know why there's so many fucked up people, including myself? There are so many fucked up people out here is because the way we were born, we weren't born out of love. We were born out of someone got horny, fucked someone with ill intent. And that's why a lot of people out here are fucked up mentally and emotionally. It's very serious. Because if you're being out here being a player, and women, if you're out here trying to be a bad bitch, like, look like a woman, think like a man type mentality, that's why our kids are coming out fucked up in the mind. Because we don't know how to work on ourselves as people. We have to work on ourselves. If we're trying to have sex, there's a potential, there's a possibility that a soul could come into the world. And a lot of souls are fucked up because they could be a good soul with bad genetics, because kids carry the burden of what you've done in your past. So if you're a man and you're like, ooh, I like this chick, you know, she's hot, you don't try to get to know her and you don't fall in love with her, and all you want to do is fuck, and then, oops, I fucked up, I got her pregnant. And, you know, there's two options. You can do birth control or abortion, or you can have the baby. Here's another thing about abortion. Here's another topic. Is abortion right or is it wrong? I'm going to give an honest opinion. You want to hear my honest opinion? And a lot of people might not like this. But I honestly believe in today's world, an abortion might be effective because babies do cost money. But when it comes to nature, abortion is not right. And I'm going to explain why. Abortion might be a very good financial decision, because spend $200 to save $100,000. It's a financial thing, because if we didn't have to work all this time and if we had enough money to raise a kid, it wouldn't matter. But we live in slavery, and in slavery, sometimes we can't even afford to take care of ourselves, let alone bring a child into the world and make them suffer. So an abortion might be an effective strategy, but when it comes to nature, abortion is not the way to go. It's actually going against nature. Because name one animal in the animal kingdom besides human beings that has abortions. Because it's against nature. But at the same time, I can understand why folks do it. Because people have careers to consider. They don't want a kid to grow up in poverty. I get that. So it goes both ways. But sex is a very serious thing. Alright? Because the more you have sex, the more you want it. Because you know why? Because it's a corruption. You get corrupted because you're not completing the task of having sex. You keep having sex and having sex and having sex, and your sperm is trying to understand now, why am I in someone's mouth? And why am I not in someone's egg? I have to try again, and keep trying, and keep trying, and keep trying. And that's why your ass is always horny, because every time you keep jerking off and your sperm does not hit the target, it's going to keep trying. And with ladies, it's like you get addicted to sex too, because it's like, where's the sperm? Where is it at? We keep having sex, but there's no babies, and there's nothing getting accomplished, and he doesn't love me, and where's his energy? Because essentially a man is delivering energy to you. Now, when a man delivers negative energy, like, oh, I just want to fuck her, I need to bust this nut, you feel that, and that's why some women, after they have sex, they start crying, because they feel that. They're like, man, I just feel like a piece of shit. We've all been there. We've all been there. And some women haven't been there, but we've all been, I know a lot of people have been there, and it's not a good feeling. So it's like, it's a very serious thing. It's a very serious thing. People do not take sex seriously. It can really fuck you up. Because sex is the most powerful thing. Because you know why? Because you're creating something. You know, everyone leaves this world, but a piece of us is always left behind in our kids. And when you keep trying to sidestep nature, now you have sex for pleasure. That's fine. But after a certain age, it's like, you know, once you get your finances and stuff together, of course you want to put your legacy in the world and keep yourself existing, and you don't want to go extinct. Okay? So it's like, it's very deep, and a lot of people are ignorant, and they don't know these things. They just think, oh, I'm horny. But you gotta ask yourself, why am I horny? And, you know, like I said, those little things swimming around in your balls, those sperms swimming around looking for a target. And if your ass ain't right in the mind, your sperm's brains aren't going to be right either. Because your ass is crazy, her ass is crazy, you come out with a crazy child. Alright? And that's why so many kids of this generation are all fucked up. Therapy, antidepressants, cutting themselves, going on psychopaths, killers, sick thoughts. Some of your thoughts could be your parents' thoughts from when they were kids. You don't know what, sometimes you don't even know your own fucking thoughts. Some of your thoughts, some of your dreams could be your boyfriend's dreams, or it could be, you know, it goes really deep. But when you fuck a doll or something, it's like you don't have to worry about all that stuff. I won't lie, you don't have to worry about pregnancy, you just keep fucking and fucking and fucking, but it actually makes you sick, because your body starts to get corrupt, because it's like, I keep shooting this out, but it's not going anywhere. It's just into blank space. It's into blank space. It's just not good. It's really not good. So if you look at it on a scientific level, stop being lazy and figure out, what am I doing wrong to scare women away? And there's some bitches out here. Look, fellas, I noticed, I'm about to get real right now. I'm going to have this is the realest talk I'll ever have with men, because I'm sick of men. Men are stupid. These bitches out here with the biggest asses and the biggest titties, and I'm not saying that you can't get one, but you got to understand something about these women. They have a totally different mindset. There's a lot of beautiful women out here that are good, hardworking people, and they might be a challenge to be with. They are a challenge because you can't just fuck them all the time. They want to challenge you because they want a strong man for their kids. You might not like the bitch, she's beautiful, she's smart, or whatever, but you just don't like her because you just want someone who's passive all the time, like, oh, whatever, bitch, I want to fuck you. Open your mouth, whatever. You know what I'm saying? You don't like smart women, you don't like conscious women, because they challenge you too much, because you just want what you want. And that's why your ass doesn't deserve women like that. So if you keep going after the perfect 10s and the whores and all that stuff, expect to get what you get. That bitch wants your money. She doesn't care about your soul and your day at work. Yeah, you know, that was interesting what happened at work today. Then next thing she knows, when are we going to the mall? I want to go shopping. Oh, I want to go out to dinner. I want to go to Manhattan today. Oh, and then when all the gifts and the money stop, you won't hear from that bitch. I'm telling you, these bitches aren't playing. Like, but it's funny how all the men in the world want those types of women, but they won't give the nerdy chick in the corner a chance. They won't give the decent women a chance because they have to work harder. Because women like that know what it's like to be hurt. And it's not a joke. When you let someone in you, you need the right intent. You need a man that, even if you guys don't get pregnant with each other, it's like they need a man with love in their intentions. They need some type of love. And they don't want just any jerk out here just trying to bust a nut. Because we understand that the sperm has to come out. But you have to understand and master love. And loving someone else. Okay? Men. So I'm trying to say men always want the big booties and the big titties and the, the flashy shit, the nice weave and the perfect symmetrical face and all that stuff. But we all forget about the real people. There's beautiful women that are real, that are conscious, that are educated, they're hardworking, they're fighters. Some of them are, they're just natural born fighters. There's a lot of good people out here. Just make an effort. If you make an effort and stop being so goddamn thirsty and horny all the time, like, okay, your genetics say I need to fuck, but you need to learn self-control. I'm going to tell you guys the truth. We're all horny. We're all horny all the time, but we got to learn some things first. Before we think with this, we got to think with this and this. Then we get to that. It's not supposed to go down, then up. It's supposed to go up, then down. That's the way the chakra system's supposed to work. So everyone's always about, the ass, that da-da-da-da-da. But you're not thinking about kids. All you think about is pleasure. You don't care about the future. You just care about pleasure right now. That's why people end up getting sick. Watching too much damn porn and fucking fleshlights and fucking dolls and shit. They get sick because, like I said before, their information does not have somewhere to go. Okay? It does not have a source. It doesn't make a connection. Think about it like this. You have a wire and it has an electrical charge and you just plug it into anything. Not the correct thing, but you plug into anything just to get that charge going. And it's like, damn, I missed. I'm going to try again and try again and try again and try again until that shit breaks down and dies. Because honestly, that's why men be sick. When you watch too much porn and you fuck love dolls, it kind of makes you a little sick because you start to look at real women in a really strange way. You look at all that crazy porn with the throwing up and the shit and all these different weird things going on in the porn, and your mind is so messed up and corrupt. And another thing about men and women too, is mostly men, is that the more crazy shit you look at in porn, the more crazier it has to get for you to come. So it's like the sick shit you already watched, and it gets sicker and sicker and sicker to the point where you're watching snuff porn. Okay? It gets really fucked up. Because you're corrupt. Your system's corrupt. Because your mind's messed up. Because the only thing that can get you to release is someone getting their neck slit or something. And watching the blood drip on their titties. That stuff like that, it gets to that point. So men, you guys got to be careful with these love dolls, and women too. Women have vibrators, and because they don't want to give it up because they know men out here are ratchet, and it's like, look, the energy is not going anywhere. Yes, you got to release that, because it kind of, if you don't release it, you get kind of agitated. I get it, but if people would stop having negative intent, we wouldn't be having to fuck dolls and plastic and all this other crap, because it's really just not natural. We have to do it because too much pent-up energy is not healthy, so we have to get it out. In today's society, we all have to work. We're busy. We got a lot of shit to do, so we don't naturally can have sex when necessary. But everyone's so sexually frustrated because no one has good intent. No one has love. Everyone just wants to, ooh, he's hot, she's hot. And everyone's always going after them perfect 10s. I mean, God, and everyone else is just getting played out. And it's like, what the fuck? This is why this world is a mess. But it goes back to symmetry. Everyone wants the perfect genetics. And I understand that too. But we got to give credit to folks that try. Like, if you're trying your best, if you're a man, you're working 2 jobs and you're doing your best, and you're about your business and you're a pretty decent person, you deserve pussy. Congratulations. And if no one's giving you pussy, then you have the right to get angry. Don't kill a bitch, but you definitely have a right to be angry. If you're doing your thing and you're doing your best and you're being a good person and you're patient with a woman and you're not treating her a certain way, then you deserve love. But if you're a man on your couch, you don't feel like trying, you don't want to get a nice suit sometimes and take a woman out. You don't gotta take a woman out to the most expensive shit. Just show her you care. It's simple shit. And don't rush it. Like, oh, I want pussy. When is she gonna give it up? When is my investment gonna pay off? That's when women get a sense of that, it kind of turns them off. Alright? So that's why a lot of men be getting frustrated. Like, why can't this woman, and a woman, be honest with someone. Women, before I cut this shit off, do not accept gifts from a man. Alright? Do not accept gifts from him, because, especially if you know he wants sex. Because if you accept some shit, he's going to expect some shit. Remember that. If you accept some shit, he's going to expect some shit. Alright? Do not accept too many gifts from a man, and do not use your pussy to get what you want out of him, because he's going to hurt you. If he knows that, you know that he just wants pussy, I'm going to see if I can get a ride, I'm going to see if I can do this. If you keep doing that, that's why a lot of bitches out here be getting killed. Because if a man understands that, damn, I still can't get pussy after I spent $100,000 on this bitch, then that is people get killed out here. So it gets really serious. So it's like, do not accept gifts from a man and say, hey, why are you taking me out to dinner? You want to fuck? Hey, what's good with this? Why are you doing this? You figure out what's going on. Be real. Like, if men be like, oh, this bitch is ratchet. No, you gotta be real. You gotta be upfront these days, because you never know. Why are you taking me out to dinner? Do you like me or you want some pussy? Like, because I'm not giving shit up. You gotta be clear about it up front. Like, look, I'm not about sex right now. They be like, oh, we can't just be friends. Right, that's cool and all, but I'm not about the sex. So if you take me out to dinner and all that stuff, don't expect anything. Be fucking clear. Then if you say, alright, and I don't want to take you out, I don't want to do shit, then fine. But be honest. Women, be honest. Men, be honest. Everything should be okay. Thank you, everybody. Check out my page, facebook.com/BrookeThorne1, and Lorelai Vega on Facebook, LorelaiVega, and on Instagram, the same name. Good night, everyone. Take care. Have a great time. Have a great night. Good afternoon. Good night. Whatever. Bye.